Schnell! Schnell! And that might be the first thing that people hear on the stream. Fantastic. Where? If I was my browser window. Are you serious? The window that I thought I was running YouTube on may be closed or gone. This is a fantastic start. So, the app says we're streaming. Let's see. Is anyone on YouTube? Can anyone confirm that we're streaming?
Streaming. Just checking the sound out.
Oh, we are. Okay, that's great that we're going out there into video land. My sound's gonna be shit because I'm not in front of my mic.
I'm alright.
Yeah, it's just you that's a bit quiet. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm like half a world away from my mic, so that should correct as soon as I figure out if I can get like the stream stats back.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're right here. Why didn't you open when I clicked the button? Okay, never mind. This is going very well. Oh, how's everyone doing? Better than me, I hope. I trust. My friends, it's Friday. And you know what it means if it's Friday? It means it is once again time to come to you from a very special part of Rick Priestley's expansive and very many place-holding home. So,
Sphincter! The Sphincter!
God damn it, Marco. I was literally about to say, next we will have the very own High Fleet Moloch, Marco Schulze, give us that very special place, but he went and spoiled it. So, we will have the very special Hydra, Simon Schnitzelbaumer, tell us what room, what place in Rick Priestley's expansive mansion we're coming to them from. Hydra?
We're coming from Rick Priestley's fruit orchard.
Fruit orchard?
Yeah, the fruit garden. Where the apple trees...
Orchard.
Oh, orchard! My wife can't say that either. Coming to you live from Rick Priestley's Orchard. It's the #1 Tyranid shit show on the internet. The Creature Conference. Woo!
Yeah.
How's that?
I wanted the
energy.
I wanted the Sphincter. Finally, 1 week.
Okay. The one rule, Marco, the one rule about where we come to them from at Rick Priestley's house is it will never be the same place twice. So, I mean, we can't ask you because your answer every time will be...
The Sphincter!
There we go. Boy's got a one-track mind. And with that, we've set the tone for how these conversations usually go. Full of Tyranid body parts and Germans repeating the same thing over and over again.
We're not very inventive kind.
We're not very what?
We're not very inventive.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
But let's be honest, it was a serious, for real gaming element in Advanced Space Crusade. There was the Tyranid Hive-Ship Sphincter, and it was full of meaning. And you know, this kind of meaning has been lost with Warhammer today.
You know,
Nobody
Marco,
talks about it anymore.
Marco, that's a very extremely interesting story that I'm very sure you've never told me before. Thank you for sharing it tonight.
I would have bet that you were saying that the Sphincter was full of story and full of depth.
Yeah, certainly was.
Good God.
Let's fight for our right to talk about the Tyranid Sphincter again.
We're going to start this off with a bang. A big bang.
Yeah, the bang.
Kind of bang that makes sure people bang right off this video and never watch our bullshit again. So honest content. Okay, where are we?
I'm not sure if we're capable of that tonight.
Well, we'll try, and we'll try our hardest. We'll try our diddly damnedest. Flynn, are you out there?
Yes.
Could you possibly save us from ourselves?
I'll go to chat for that.
Oh, great. Yeah. So when I went to the chat when we were setting up, I set a homework assignment for anyone who shows up early, and I said, "What is your favorite Tyranid and why?" Flynn, can you take us away with those responses?
So we've got Captain Timboli has said the Lictor and the Carnifex. They started out the hobby when 4th edition Tyranids came out, and those two left huge impression on them. Love the idea of the Carnifex as a living battering ram.
Yep.
And ever since they saw the artwork of a lictor ambushing some Catachans, adored the sneaky murder monsters.
What Captain Bully, like while Flynn's going through the rest of the comments, could you describe the piece of art that you saw that was a lictor ambushing some Catachans? Because there's like official art, but also there's this very iconic piece of art that Vermis over on Instagram, otherwise known as Warren, the guy who did one of the first sketches for a third edition Dominatrix. Anyway, Vermis, he did a sketch of a lictor sneaking up on some Catachans, and it's really iconic.
Yep.
So I'm just wondering if it's that one. So yeah, can you describe if it is it like in a codex or did you see it on the internet? All right, sorry, Flynn, go ahead.
Heist, our resident lore dropper,
Mm-hmm.
said they started in second and would struggle to differentiate between a favorite and what might be most influential or iconic in their memory, particularly since there is in their thinking more than just the visual impact of artwork or models. For example, the Lictor short story in the Codex is extremely effective in encapsulating 40k and the Tyranids.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Plainly influenced by Predator, these tough, skilled men not I can't say the word, but easily
Yes.
hunted
Without
down,
effort.
Without effort, effortlessly. Yeah. Yep.
hunted down and devoured. There is no heroic victory by the last man standing, only a terrified survivor. The Tyranids gasped the sergeant, "They're coming." The first model they saw was some Tyranid warriors on the back of a white dwarf, and I think they were the first Tyranid models they had as well, combined with the artwork from the front of Hivor, a massive fanged and clawed monster, terrible and lethal looking, but also intelligent enough to use a ranged weapon as shown by the warrior next to it, ridged and serrated armor plates, a maw full of needle teeth, and an obscene and terrifying anatomy. These classic image of a warrior fighting an Eldar on a Yandan is ever present in their mind. And as far as that recent warrior conversion on Instagram, the battle report where a lone war walker is executed by a Tyranid warrior. So inescapably,
I
they
wonder when
think
that was.
yeah,
About
they
report.
think the second edition warriors still define Nids for me, even if their look has been changed and only small parts of their design survive. But
Mhm.
appropriate enough as a gesto whole, I think the Carnifex concept, model art, and background are strong contenders.
This is why we love having Bargaze on the stream. You ask Bargaze
Yeah.
one question about Tyranids, and you learn all kinds of stuff that you didn't know you wanted to learn yet, but you're glad you did. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still need to do that homework as
Yeah.
well.
Sorry?
Still got to read the Epic Hive War homework.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
Jesus.
Read it. Do it.
I'm pretty sure Marco hasn't even read Epic Hive War, so
No.
whatever.
I have.
Have you? You said! You told us that we needed to do it, and you were like, I haven't even read it. You gave yourself up very shortly thereafter.
Read it. Do your homework.
I'm doing other things.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So the other bit, Sibio Joe has also said he agrees that the Lictor story also caught him, and the artwork by Mark Gibbons will always be their favourite, but as always have to go with Gene Stealers because I love how entertaining everything about them. Carnifex is a close follow together with the Lictor,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, replies to Barker, it's interesting you mentioned the Tyranid warriors being intelligent enough to use ranged weapons, as Gene Stealers are noted to not use ranged weapons despite their intelligence.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's probably the question what kind of intelligence you would suggest.
Yeah.
Oh, going deep.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
I just finished hearing this podcast toppling topics like transhumanism and cyborgs, but on a sort of scientific philosophical level, and I'm still stuck there.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Not
doing
sure.
my best with French, with German T to get down to another level, but
It's okay. You can
Not
join us from
sure.
there. You can stay right there contemplating those things. We will still have you. You
Not
tell us
sure we
about
can
the
handle
implications
kind
of
of depth.
transhuman Tyranids. Sorry, Marco, go ahead.
Not sure we can handle this kind of depth, but well, let's try.
Give it a go.
yeah, you can see the depth I can reach today. I'm basing models.
How deep you gonna stick them? Hi-oh! Because
Woo!
depth, get it? Bait. Making a joke.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
Being the crowd here today.
that's fine.
Symbiote Joe's also gone, oh look, Nick started another project.
Listen. I started nothing. I'd had this project since I think pretty much the Trigun was released. I think I started this model in like 2011, maybe 2010. So no, I didn't start a new project, Symbiote Joe. I restarted an old project.
You're not ashamed or something?
No, I'm not.
You should
Because
be.
I posted on Instagram about how I started a new project when I should be working on all this other stuff, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh my god, I totally feel that. I got the same thing." And then like one of the people whose project I'm supposed to be working on, who I felt guilty about, holla Darth Bob, messaged me and was like, "No, dude, it's all good. You do you. You do the models that inspire you. I'm fine to get my thing whenever. I'm just happy you're working on it." So I do not feel guilty.
You have fanboys. Congratulations.
No, I have friends. There's a difference.
Oh.
Remember
Ooh.
Simon telling his children, "Don't worry, Daddy's got friends on the internet."
Yeah,
I'm doing
that's
the
what
same
I'm
thing.
trying. That's what I'm trying to tell my wife as well, but she won't believe me.
Honey, are you going back into that room to talk to yourself again for 3 hours? No, honey. It's my friends on the internet. You can come and
So-
see them. Okay, let me see, honey. Why are there only hands? Do these people even exist? Why do I only see their hands?
Why
So
is one a
which
disembodied
of your
voice?
internet friends is coming by tomorrow and help us chop down that tree?
We shall
Uh,
never.
Oh yeah.
I think it might have to be the Canadian. I think I'm like honor bound to help anyone who needs to fell something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, the storm just felled it. We just need to cut it in pieces.
Yeah, Lumberjack's got to help you with that too.
But yeah, honestly, Nick, are you good at felling trees?
Hell no.
Like-
Never done it a day in my
God.
life. I'm the worst lumberjack ever. I'm a shitty
Jeez.
lumberjack and I'm
Even
okay.
though that, you just haven't tried it yet.
Maybe that's the teacher in you, Simon, is what I'm hearing there.
Certainly is.
Don't worry, little Heldwig. You are not bad at it. You just haven't tried it.
That being
Now
said,
go and pick some apples.
friends from the internet, the Simon and me shall never forget our immigration to Canada, like back in the ancient days when we visited you for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and had to tell the customs officer.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, why we were visiting a certain Mr. Jones, and
Hey,
it was
don't dox
the
me.
early days. It was the early days of the internet. We were
Yes.
like, we know him from the internet. Like, is it okay? Like, can we go now? Like, nah. Who are you? Why do you want to go to Canada? I'm not
I've heard
sure.
the
Like
maple syrup is delicious, and I want a pet beaver. That's all you have to say.
I
you.
think
Yeah.
when I visited Nick the first time, I had this very long conversation with this dude at the customs, and I was for the very first time engaged by someone. Well, had this customs talk, and I wasn't absolutely not sure what about to say because I had this big wooden box with all those toys in it
Creepy space
for the
aliens.
game's day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, and he asked me if you even exist, if you've talked to me before, and I know that I got sweaty palms when he asked me if I have your address. I was like, maybe he's going to pick me up, blah blah blah. Shit. Sorry.
That was a good story. about
Yes,
how I gave
awesome.
Simon sweaty palms.
Especially the ending. Oh, I liked it.
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
I don't know. Tell me.
Trying to figure out this friggin' thing.
We've got a few, as per tradition with Symbio Joe, we've got a few jokes from him already.
Yeah.
So we'll go for, first one is, where did it come from? Where did it go? Where'd you come from? Sphincter Eye
Oh,
Joe.
don't do
Ew.
it.
Ew.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what you'd see.
Bad music. Oh no.
So next one is Tyranids by Barkheist, the audiobook read by Flynnhammer.
I love it. I'd buy it.
We are going Sphincter Deep today.
No.
Yep.
Don't
Always.
encourage him.
We are real. We are real. Are we?
You know what he's gonna
We
name
are
the
real, right?
yacht? He's gonna name the yacht the SS Sphincter.
Yes, someone has to.
I don't. You're not really allowed to say anything SS in Germany, are you? At the moment.
Oh fuck.
Oh, it's the it should be
HMCS. HMCS.
I'm
Her
sorry, I
Majesty's
just
ship.
broke off so quickly.
That's okay. We still love you.
Oh, that's good to know.
Always, buddy. Always.
So is love.
I want to know what love is. Okay, we haven't done anything yet. God damn.
When you hear that sound, that's me signing off for a sec.
Yeah.
I know. We know. We've heard it before.
Tom Wilson is asking for the Lumberjack song though.
I'm a
Saying-
lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and work all day.
So-
Dress in women's clothing, suspenders and a bra. That one?
What?
Oh, you don't know the good part? That's the good part.
No.
And Tom Wilson has popped in the first one today, going, "Remember to like and subscribe and ding that bell."
Holy toot. Trying to steal
Saying-
Flynn's job? Doing a great job of
Wow.
it. Oh shit.
Saying,
I'm not even on the
He
chat.
thought it'd give Diana the week off.
Lovely, kind humans. Lovely,
This is the
kind
new
humans.
competition. I love this. This is a new competition in chat of who can get in first with the like, subscribe, and
Well, thank
ring
you
the
for
bell.
handling it so that we don't have to fail at it. I mean, Flynn doesn't fail at it, but me, I fail at it.
Yep.
Oh my god. Who was that crazy person who told me to work with bicycle spokes as my wires? That was a crazy idea.
It was me. It was me.
I regret
And
you giving me
mine-
that advice.
And mine are all gone. I don't have any anymore, which I really
No!
regret.
That's sad making.
Certainly is.
My issue is that they're really hard to pose.
Are they?
Well, they're pretty, like, thick.
Yes. But sturdy. Really sturdy.
They are sturdy, and I do appreciate the sturdiness.
Yep. I assembled my Titans with them, which was really good.
Oh, good. So, Symbio Joe, do you actually want to know about this project, or are you just going to, like, drop poop on me about not working on something you've already seen before? Who wants to watch me work on something you've seen before? How boring is that? Come on, man. Don't you tune in for, like... Isn't that the whole reason that anyone signs up for this crap? Like, ooh, I wonder what project that he's not supposed to be working on right now Mr. Pink is going to be working on right now. Isn't that, like, the draw?
I don't think so. They're
Shit,
coming from me.
I got it entirely wrong. Oh well.
They're all coming because
Sphincters.
of me. Sorry, sphincters. It's all about sphincters.
God, please let it not all be about sphincters.
It
The
is.
we're going to be renaming it to the #1 Tyranid Sphincter Show.
No,
should.
we will not be doing that.
We should.
I tell you what, if you support Marco's cause and you think it should be Sphincter Hour with the Sphincter Brothers, you go ahead, you hit that super chat right now. You
Yes,
show us if you
definitely.
want this the #1 tier Sphincter show on the internet.
You know you,
you
want
contribute
it.
to the
Believe
Marco
it.
Yacht Fund, and we will see how you feel about that suggestion.
I mean, it's honest to Games Workshop lore. It's like nostalgic. It's lost. Nobody talks about it anymore. We need to fight to get it back.
No one talks about sphincters anymore, and the poor children are suffering.
Wait, what? I think I absolutely lost it.
No, we've
What
lost
happened?
it. We've lost it.
We've all lost it for decades
Yeah, it
now.
sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Marco wants to rename this the something Sphincter Hour or something like that, and I've told people that if they accept that, they should vote in the super chat with their money.
Yep.
And we've had 0 contributions since, so I think you're defeated, Marco.
The chat,
It's coming.
the chat are already making jokes of Captain Timboli with Sphincter Challenge 28, and James Connolly with Tyrannid Sphincters for all.
And why wouldn't you?
And you know, for a second I thought I had won this, but it's clear that I've lost.
Of course you have. There was no chance from the beginning.
I think after all this time, I finally have to look up the exact meaning of sphincter.
You really don't. It's exactly what you think it is. Or it's worse. It won't be better. Did you find it?
No, I'm actually not looking it up. I probably assume it's the end of your digestion system.
Yes, pretty much so. Like there's a muscle on the end, yeah? Which is
Okay.
circular shaped. And you can open it and you can close it if you're still young. If you're old, you can't like this anymore.
There
Oh
we go.
no! Oh no! Oh no! Metal Beardy Beard, Eric Christensen, coming through with a $10 donation to the Sphincter Show Fund.
Yes, thank you, Eric. You go, man.
Thanks,
you go.
buddy. Actually, technically, Symbio Joe donated before, but because he said I would send a super chat, but I'm broke. But Symbio Joe has the largest balance on the Creature Conference, so that's basically like a super chat from him.
He certainly has.
So we're going to be officially the Sphincter Show soon?
Yep.
We'll take it out of your account, Symbio Joe.
Oh, Jesus.
It's now the Sphincter Fund.
You know,
who needs a yacht when you can have like a supermassive sphincter?
Well,
I agree.
You know,
before we
guys.
get any further,
Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
read Eric's message. It's
Okay.
deep. It's a deep, dark hole. Let's not go there.
Oh, he doesn't want to go there. Or is that our tagline? Welcome to the #1 Tyrannid Sphincter show on the internet. It's a deep, dark hole. Let's not go there.
No, this time it's a deep, dark hole. Like, honestly, guys, I shall never remember the day when my Space Marine Strike Force, being composed mostly of Space Marine Scouts back in the day, have this incredibly vicious, deadly fight about the Hive ship. And they finally managed to conquer the Sphincter. What a day for Space Marine Chapter to be.
Woo!
Commander! We conquered it!
Drama! Oh, such drama! Oh my god! I can't believe it! The Space Marines won!
But yeah, what? So...
You know, Marco, I don't think you've ever told me that story before. Like, I honestly think this is the very first time in my life that I'm ever hearing that story.
I haven't said it often enough again. I'm old, remember. But just imagine the communication, like, Sergeant, you're coming, message is not clear. Come again. What did you conquer? Captain, it's, Captain, I don't know how to say it. Captain.
Captain, that's what it was saying to me. Come again. Sorry.
You know
Maybe
what?
Took it too far.
What are these three dudes called? These two dudes on the Muppet Show?
Oh, Waldorf and
Stella.
now I want to say Astoria. No, Waldorf and
Sattler.
Yeah, I feel like we're grumpy, civilized, and old version of those.
Oh, I'm so impressed you thought we were civilized.
Huh?
Absolutely. Why?
We said we're a civilized version of them. I wouldn't describe us as civilized.
I think there are certain parts to civilization that uncivilized parts don't have.
That we are unable to escape.
Yeah. I'm not. You know, you can think for yourself if civilization is always a good thing, but yeah. So we're in an interesting place here tonight. So, folks, you better buckle up because it's the #1 shit show on the internet. Uh,
I
and
feel like
because of
Simon's
that,
getting
I'm not
serious.
doing anything productive tonight because I'm just basing things.
Oh, that's why you're angry. Okay. I'm like, Simon's about to get serious, guys. Guys, it's coming. Are you ready? I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, Simon, I understand. I know you'd rather be working on your lovely Karen right now, but you can't always work on Karen.
No, seriously, I've thought about working on Karen, but I'm not in the mood right now. I'm
Oh, okay.
royally trying to forget the last couple of hours, and therefore I'm just doing something unproductive.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
It'll still be productive later when you're like, man, I'm really glad I already based these things.
Yeah,
But
you know,
honestly,
I'm so lost that I ordered things in January, and they were like the company I ordered them from, or the shop, said, well, we don't have them right now, and blah blah blah, and back and forth. And then I said, well, I want this box now, and along with that I want those bases. And so I ordered, I said, well, then take it from my order. I think that's what I said. I
Mm-hmm.
think I said, take it from my order and I will buy it somewhere else. And I just, I had yesterday the notification in my app that there's a parcel waiting for me. And I was like, well, I didn't order anything. And apparently they did not just take it out of my order. They just delivered it like right now. And yeah. So
So now you have
I'm
to
not
return it?
questioning.
Or are they giving it to
No,
you for
I'm not
free?
questioning what happened, but I was so angry that that I was not able to get 55mm bases at that time. I was so
Yeah.
angry, and I haven't I just received them yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and after almost 2 months,
Wait, from the
I have
first
not
place that
used.
said they didn't have them, or from the second place where you bought them after?
No, from the first place. These are from the
Oh,
first place.
yeah.
I have them from the second place, but I have not used them yet. So
So now
that
you have
was
double base.
yeah, I have double base, and it's a perfect show of how immediately I needed those back then. Not,
Oh, right.
I did not need them immediately, and it was all for shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a good sport tonight. I'm not
It
very
doesn't
entertaining.
matter. We all have different cycles of good sportness, myself included. So that's why we have 4 of us here, so we can trade off.
and let's be honest, it's been a shitty, grey winter in Germany. Most people here are really bad mood and are kind of depressed. So
Oh, damn.
I think it's really taking a toll on us right now.
It
Yeah,
had been.
I'm doing my best with that, but I think tonight kind of toppled it because we have that stupid storm.
Oh, the tree.
Absolutely.
And the tree fell, yeah. And it was not just any tree, it was the plum tree, and it was about to fall, but I think what happened was it unearthed more than just a tree felling, and
Okay.
yeah, that's as deep as I want to explain it right now, but
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, falling trees
Yikes.
can be a royal pain.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dude, like the studio that I love and that I work in right now, there's a big ugly tree over top of it, and we've like tried to cut parts off this tree because we know it's coming down one day. We're trying to lessen the impact. But I'm sure that as soon as this like studios is in exactly the state that I want it in, that big fucker's coming down. He's just sitting there
Yeah.
watching me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you nice and comfy in there? Yeah, yeah. Oh, feel good? Yeah, 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 yeah. Forget about me, asshole." No. Something like that, you know?
Yep,
Makes me sad.
The idea of me dying?
it's
Yes, that too.
oh 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 oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Let's
Oh
talk about
Jesus!
something funny.
Shall we talk about Eldar so this gets productive in a way?
Yep.
Maybe. Might be a good idea.
We get there, we got
Eldar
a
have
question-
pointy ears. We
got a
can.
question in chat about bases from
Oh,
Good.
about
Floppy
that
Disk.
base.
It's has anyone scratch built a base, not just decorate the top of like the base, but like the plastic disc maybe with a slot in itself instead of buying one, so plinths or something like that, you've made it all yourself.
I feel like my brother's
Yes.
done this.
Yes, I did for my very first Frostgrave miniatures. I took a regular base. I sculpted cobblestone on top, so I made 6 different cobblestones, and then I cast them because I did not want to redo this over and over and over again. And because I thought doing cobblestone would be fitting for dungeon crawler, and that was a pretty great insight because it was almost no work, and I looked at all those companies selling bases now from a different angle because it felt like printing money.
Yeah.
Really?
So you had those experience with your crew, right?
Oh yeah, well I sculpted a oh I guess I did. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I sculpted a base from scratch using PVC pipe. Actually, I think it was like this very PVC, not PVC. Poly sheet styrene. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yep.
Plasticard tube, and then I sculpted some detail on it to make like a kind of stump. And then I put some roots on it and then I cast them. Thanks for reminding me, Simon. I forgot about that. Actually, I think I have them right here.
And I think that when you look at how much time it takes compared to the money you're saving,
Yeah.
I'm in awe that you don't do this more regularly, especially if you want to do it for an army with a certain theme. It's really easy to come up with a design that you can very easily and it doesn't repeat itself. And for example, like the cobblestone, I made on each of those, I made one little detail. And depending on which direction you were posing the miniature on, all the bases look almost different. And and I've based, I would say, 40 or 50 miniatures with them with that cast, and of course it looks kind of repetitive because it's cobblestone, but I think it's very easy to kind of get a groundwork cast and afterwards adding details to make the bases still look different.
Okay.
And that really quick and without much effort.
Interesting.
Yeah. But as I will be going for a muddy swamp theme with my with these dudes, and especially since they are all on their own little base here, yeah, I'm not casting bases for them because I think fitting them on the base will be a royal pain in the ass because I will use air drying modeling stuff to give them combine those little bases with the big base. Oh my god, I'm stumbling like an old grumpy man.
Like always, what's different?
Yeah, you're right. What's different? Nothing. I'm not drunk enough yet.
Let's go
Probably.
for it. Do it.
Yeah, do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, this spacing is quick. Okay, all I'm doing is gluing those idiots to the base, but it gives the whole thing a whole different feeling. What are you working on, Marco? You're
Sorry.
painting.
Sorry. Regards to the question, I said I hadn't done it, and then I realized that I'm an idiot, and I have done it several times. Because shit, Yeah, okay. So I done it several times because I thought of like if you had to like not even cast the base, like build the whole thing from scratch, which I haven't done. But as you said, Simon, for my Kroot, I took lengths of styrene pipe and kind of cut them at weird angles and then shoved them onto bases and then sculpted some roots around them to make stumps. And then I went and I cast those. It was a simple like 1-part mold where you just stick all the things to a flat surface and then pour the silicone in on top. And then you get a mold that has a hole that you just pour it into and then you just pop out these bases. So this is an example of one unpainted. You can't really see that, can you? Hold on. Anyway, that's one unpainted. It's this one here. Just cast in white resin, and if there's any imperfections, it's a stump, so who cares? And then this one here. Oh shit. No, I better remember where that went. So here's an example of it almost fully painted. Well, almost painted. On this dude. So that's I think this is cast. No, I don't know. It must be cast, but I filled in like imperfections in the bottom of some green stuff. And then more recently, I took a impression of Catacross, the crazy what's he called? Catacross. He's from Ossiarch Bone Reapers, the Ossiarch Bone Reaper general guy. He has these cool kind of like mosaic patterns on his base. And I was like, whoa, those are really neat. Like, I would love to make a whole bunch, have those on bases to look like kind of jungle ruins. So I took this clear Sugru, I don't know. It's like the stuff you heat up in hot water and you put it on and then it solidifies.
Yep.
And I did an impression and then yeah, something like blue stuff. So I took an impression of the base and then I just like made a mold and then shoved some epoxy sculpt in there a bunch of times and I was able to stamp out these bases or these pieces of tile and I cut them up and then I glued them onto bases and then around them I like put like plant shit, kind of like what you're saying, Simon, that you can have one base and then you personalize it with the plant stuff. Yeah, so same thing here. This was just like a roller, like a cobblestone roller that I rolled onto a bunch of pieces of epoxy putty and then got it really skinny and then I just broke up the pieces and shoved them on bases and put plants around them. So I guess those are building your own bases, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was what counts, but
Who knows?
yeah.
Because
For
you and I
army,
both started
you
with
could cast something really messed up as a base, like the inside of hive ship repelling marine from boarding torpedoes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a bit lost there, but yeah,
the sphincter.
you probably can do that. Oh, look at that.
Huh?
That's good.
What?
Yeah, I'm using for my, I know this has nothing to do with sphincters or units, but you have to live through that nonetheless. I'm building my sludge army here.
Yeah.
Or I'm basing my sludge army, and I have used. We cannot work out who came up with the idea, but a friend of mine bought the first miniatures, and we split the boxes. And he said, "Well, there are 9 helmets in this box, and there are bodies you can use." And I'm claiming that he just gave me those helmets and I liked them, and he says that he gave me those helmets because I said I wanted them, but we cannot figure out who was there in the first place. Anyway, I have those helmets, and this stupid box is, you can buy that in the it's made by the Perrys, and you can buy it in England, like everywhere, but in Germany it's everywhere sold out. And the stupid Brexit and the stupid pandemic,
Don't start.
yeah, it's keeping me from buying just another box because it's freaking sold out everywhere, and no one can tell me if they're ever going to get restocked. And so I thought, if I had some heads on the sprue left, like I am seeing right now, I could cut off the sprue and make a cast of just those heads, so I don't need to buy a whole box. But I'm not sure how good that cast would turn out because I don't have a vacuum chamber.
Yep.
So I would get all sorts of bubbliness in there, I suppose. Yeah. We'll see. But I just found that I have at least 4 of the heads that I'm using on the sprue. And yeah, that's giving me little hope.
Uh-oh.
Of course, I would prefer to just buy that, buy that box again. But
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Brexit.
Well, I can chime in and say an official record right now that I won a part of Tyranids of Simon's awesome Solstice 28 models. I
Yep.
was lucky enough to win the weird witticism one, which I truly adore and love. And German Customs made me pay like 90 euros import fees.
German Customs also adores and loves Weird Witticism's model, and they were hoping you just leave it with them.
I guess so.
But I told you, Marco, there's a sicko at German Customs who opens all your packages because he knows you get the good shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Good
Did they say why?
Nope.
Just because.
For the pleasure.
The thing is, I could challenge their estimations, and if there's a gift you get sent up to 45 euro, you don't pay any taxes.
Oh, but all your gifts are more than 45 euros.
Exactly. And so if the gift is deemed to be worth more than 45 euro, you have to pay taxes. And what I could do, of course, is challenge the assumption how much worth this stuff is. But, well, this is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think isn't it? I'm not sure if it's counting for stuff from coming from England as well, but isn't it that the shipping fee is counting towards that maximum?
Yes, it is.
What?
Yeah. Yep. So if
the amount they paid to ship it is part of the value?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's broken. I send people. Yeah. That's stupid because I send people like stuff that is not worth a lot of money, and I just pay the shipping because I want to give it to them.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
They're not. It's not worth that much. Like I send someone a $10 thing, and it's cost me $50 to send it, and then they're paying taxes.
We all get your rubbish all the day. Yeah, we know it.
I know. I'm like, God, you're gonna love this. Isn't this so fun? Isn't it so great? Here's an old shitty piece of a board I made once. I hope you could use it.
Stop it! I love it. It's awesome.
I think it depends on which person you get at customs as they check it. Because I've had it. And it's also on when the person sending it declares how much it is, and if they also declare if it's for personal or if it's for business. Because if it's, I think in the UK, if it's personal, it can go up to 35, but if it's business, it's only £15. It could be, and then you have to pay tax on it.
This is antiquated. This system.
And then it's also depending on what they say what is actually inside it. Because if I were to say it was books, we don't pay VAT tax on books in the UK. So tax don't get applied. If you say it's something else that tax does get applied to, they'll try and apply the tax to it.
I've had so many run-ins with German customs, and the thing that stuck to my mind most is that there are certain custom classes for how much you have to pay. And one day, a custom officer explained to me that, well, if you buy a Smurf, it's a different custom class than a Barbie doll, because a Barbie doll is a human. And
oh my God.
And a Smurf has a tail. And because he has this weird, short, stubby little tail, he's not a human, so you have to pay more for the Smurf. It's not a joke.
If it's humans, it's okay.
It's like this. You have different custom classes, like how many percent you have to pay, and the Smurf is more expensive than the Barbie doll.
In America, it's the other way around. So, have you ever heard they've actually had this tax case in court when they first made the X-Men action figures.
Yeah.
They were going to get charged more tax on the action figures because they were human. Marvel went and then argued that because they're mutants and they're designated with with a different Homo sapiens, they're not Homo sapien, they're Homo superior, or whatever they did it as.
Yeah.
They're not humans, so they're technically not action figures of humans, so they should be paying the less tax.
That is so
Awesome.
ridiculous. And
The courts
yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
The court
The courts
agreed.
agreed with it.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
is so weird.
They paid
Of
less
course.
tax on that. The other one they've had in the UK is Jaffa cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cakes don't get charged tax. Biscuits do.
Ah, no.
no,
So they
Biscuits
called
get
them
fat.
Jaffa cakes because of that?
No, they are actually cakes, but because everywhere who sells them puts them in the biscuit aisle because you normally have
Yeah.
them with biscuits, and the way they made it so they didn't have to pay taxes. They just were like they showed it when cakes go stale, they go hard.
Yeah.
Biscuits go soft. So they just basically showed them what a stale Jaffa cake was,
Wow.
and it went hard, and they were like, "It's a cake. It's not a biscuit."
Ah,
So, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, you're not paying the tax."
That is hilarious. Get
Yeah.
me one of these cakes. I want to watch it molder before my eyes, and then I shall approve it into the kingdom of fatty white people. That's some crazy shit, man.
oh Jesus.
What?
the world we live in,
The
huh?
world we'll live in. What did you say?
The world we live in. The world we live in.
Yeah.
The world we live in. The
Yeah.
theme for tonight's
Live on-
episode, everyone, is the world
Painters.
we live in.
Let's devour it
Yeah.
Let's
and
get
make it into
it
biomass.
ate.
It's about fracking time.
Yep.
Damn Skippy. How the fuck am I gonna do this?
Marco, did you know that we have a transhumanist party in Germany?
No.
Space Marine lovers?
No. No. But
Don't Space Marines have transhuman physiology? Isn't that their whole thing?
kind of, yeah. Makes me. When I'm sober, I will think about that again.
Yes, you
No.
should.
Don't do it.
Oh wait, I'm not drunk
Please
yet.
don't forget to.
Are you
Yeah.
a member, Simon?
What?
Are
Of
you
the
a member?
transhumanists.
Yes.
No,
Are you a member?
no, I'm not. No,
Sadness.
no. I'm probably on the opposing side.
I'm glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Glad that you like my point of view.
Always, brother. Always.
I have no idea what transhumanism is about.
It's that I think if I'm trying not to mix things up, but if I recall it correctly, they're stating that the humans as we are just a step in between steps. So we are on a way to develop further,
Mm-hmm.
and but they as a a political group, they have like the interest that whatever serves this purpose is fine to do. So we have the commandment to evolve. And
This is
do
some
whatever.
weird Tao shit.
Sounds like Nazi shit, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
Anarchist shit.
It's not with that. It's without that ideology. Like they're like a super race or something like that. They see that as the whole humankind. That we should all put our efforts together and see that we're evolving with whatever means. So it's not like the ones are getting better and the other ones are not. But yeah, I'm trying to do my best to put this together.
Sounds like Nazi shit.
Yeah, parts of it, sound a bit like it. because they are going back to Darwinism,
Yep.
but
And
not social Darwinism as the Nazis did. But yeah,
But still, the stupid kind of Darwinism. I just watched a dog show where the dog trainer just made it clear once again that the whole Darwinist should like the strongest survive. Is exactly not what Darwin said. It's like the most fit survive,
Yeah.
the most adapted to the surroundings of their living conditions to survive, not the strongest.
Yeah, and they're arguing from this very perspective. Funnily, they say that we need to adapt.
We need to
and
become
not,
strong.
no, exactly not. They don't say we don't. We are imperfect as we are, and we need to be more adaptable. So the thought would be, we need to be able to adapt to other surroundings, like go to other planets or live in space and adapt to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this is going. The podcast I listened to was highly controversial discussing this position, but it wasn't that they were, they were just saying that there are people out there believing this stuff, and it was highly entertaining.
Nice.
Because I've never heard that before, and I wasn't aware that there's a party in Germany,
Yeah.
As small as it might be, but there is a party of people trying to push this agenda through in politics.
Trying to become space marines.
Sort of.
Just
Where's
been having a
my
quick look at it.
emperor? I need my emperor. Where'd the emperor go?
It would be more likely that there'd be Adeptus Mechanicus, because they'd use any means to improve themselves. So technology.
Yeah.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
But like, space marines are literally described as being transhuman.
Oh yeah, but the way they've got this whole thing saying like it isn't just like genetic stuff. It is artificial intelligence, bionics, and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, they're down with that too.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think it's a lot of it is just how people interpret it and how far they interpret it the way they want it to. Because with everything, it is just two people could read one sentence and take two different meanings from it.
True.
Just like your English teachers, like the curtains were red, the curtains were bloody red. No, it means their sadness, their anger, their loss, and all of this other stuff. Nah, like it's something.
What the fuck are you talking about?
People can interpret things the wrong way.
Okay.
Like when you did English in school and you see,
yes.
So they were like the author has written like the curtains were red. All they meant was the color of the curtains were red. Nothing to do with any sort of symbology or anything. But the teachers always go
symbolism.
Yes.
The symbolism. Sorry, that's a reference.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
Okay, Captain Timboli is asking if there are any good Tyranids busts out there, so maybe.
Well.
We're not endorsing any.
Apart from the old Forge World one.
Well, there was the old Forge World one, certainly.
That's the only official one that's ever been released.
Yeah. There's a bunch of 3D printed ones that you can find.
Yeah.
But I don't endorse any of them. I mean, they're fine, but I'm just not in the business of.
High Fleet Delta is getting some really fun things done on 3D.
Yeah, I was gonna say when Delta started, I wasn't into it. Like it was a bit too Gumby Tyranid, but Delta's really come a long way. A long way. Like
and the current Hormagun sculpt was amazing.
Well, well, first of all, when I looked at it, it wasn't very different from the current Hormagun sculpt. Like the carapace was changed, but like the legs and the arms, the scaling might have changed a bit, or the pose, but it was very much the same design. So like there were improvements. I like the carapace improvement, but yeah, kind of.
I was about to say that not on a design or innovation level, but on the way it's sculpted.
Yes, very good sculpting.
in the beginning, or what I would say most of the 3D stuff claiming to be like Tyranids, is that they very roughly look like Tyranids, and then they've added like a ton of spikes and stuff like that
Yep.
to
Yeah.
look sort of different. And
Agreed.
what they're doing, what a High Fleet thingy there, High Fleet
Delta.
Delta is doing,
Yeah.
is that they are, I think they're leaning in to understand the design aspects of the Tyranid physiognomy, and once you've understood that, how they are, how they were made, I think you can start thinking from there how they will look. I think most
You
of
got a good point.
the stuff, like, I'm trying to see that from an art perspective. So most of the old or classical art masters were half their life busy themselves with trying to or with copying other artists, like older artists.
Yeah.
And once they sort of mastered that, that was the point where they started to evolve their own art style, or
Yeah.
their own way of doing things. And I feel like that's what High Fleet Delta might be doing right now. So that
Mhm.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn
Point.
You know what? I was talking all the time, and my microphone was silenced.
Oh no! I didn't hear anything, man.
I know.
So what did you say? Repeat yourself.
The
Can you?
things I had to say, they are lost.
Yeah,
in
all the
time, like,
wisdom.
they are lost in time like tears in the rain.
Oh, now he's getting sweet.
Now
Yep.
he's getting pathetic. Did I use it
Good.
right?
Skull.
So, guys, shouldn't we talk about some Tyranid rumors going around?
There is no
like,
Tyranid
from
rumors this week.
Are
Are there
there?
Tyranid rumors? Did I miss them?
no rule stuff? I
Oh,
don't
you know what happened? You know what happened this week? I mean, Christ, all you need to do is like log on to Instagram and you would have gotten a face full of it this evening.
Yeah.
Did no one see this? Someone very, very famous visited Games Workshop HQ?
Yes, Henry Cavill, of course.
Yeah.
No,
I was
who?
joking.
What? Wait.
You know The Witcher? Did you watch that show?
Oh, yes.
Or
We
Superman?
talked about it already here, but I think it was the day when Simon wasn't available.
Maybe. So Henry Cavill, he's like an avowed Warhammer nerd. He's also the guy who played Superman and played the Witcher guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, so he went to Games Workshop today, apparently. All the dudes from the studio on Instagram are posting pictures of Henry Cavill, like, walking around Warhammer World, chilling with them.
Same thing when some WWE wrestlers turned up.
Yeah,
like
I don't know
months back.
anything about WWE, but yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
the
it's
same bit. Whenever a famous person shows up, they will share it around because it will get into that target market, and all the people who follow Henry Cavill, it will show up in their feeds as well because they tag him into it. So it's just a way of them.
I think the Games Workshop just
increasing
thought it would be
exposure.
cool, and he was just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
It's also the meme. It's also
Well,
the meme.
guys, it used to be like this in the past. Like Brian May from Queen used to visit Games Workshop, and there was
Serious?
yes, and the
Yeah.
White Dwarf had a photo of him, like this is Brian May from Queen, ha ha ha. He and his son are painting Warhammer images like in 1980 something.
Oh,
So it's not
okay.
new.
I've never seen that
Now
before.
Now with social media, it's a lot easier to get it out there
Yeah,
straight
but
away.
Yeah.
Cute, it's nice, it's not important. Go on.
No, I feel the same way. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my god, well, we talked about this before. People are like, oh my god, Henry Cavill, I've been seen. It's like, whatever, man. Your people have been seeing you for a while.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think it's kind of cute that they're excited, because it shows that they can get excited by something, and that they're not those ivory tower aloft
Ivory Tower
creatures.
automatons.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Cute.
and it's funny. I enjoy that, and I think I'm trying to recall. Oh, it was the Resistance 28. competition thing where someone built like a retired guardsman and his weapon basement thing where he keeps all his stuff. And
Oh, I
there
think
was
that's-
like and there was this little altar to the emperor in the corner, and the person who built that used this this picture of the Witcher
Oh, Henry
actor,
Cavill.
yeah, as emperor.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and that was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny.
I'm
Nice.
fine. It's cute. It's cute. It's funny. Laugh
Yeah.
about it. Move on.
Yeah.
Laugh about
I'm
it.
with you on
That's
that
enough
one.
laughing. Move on. Back to serious things.
Yeah, but it's like the internet is always like, oh, drama. Is it good? Is it bad?
True,
Black
true,
or
true.
We
white.
need an opinion on that. We need opinion right
You've
now.
got it. Yeah, good
But
point.
there's
Good point.
there's so many shades of gray. It's not black. It's not white. It's nice. It's good. Okay. Have a smile. Life is short.
Look at you being all mature.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm old.
Boo. Boo.
So, you guys should be contacting Disney for your cut, because after all your chitting and chatting about Book of Boba, I finally sucked
Yeah.
up and got a month of Disney Plus so I could watch it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet because I want to watch it with Nora, and we haven't had time. But
Okay.
I did start watching Loki.
Have you seen The Mandalorian yet?
Of course, I've seen The Mandalorian. I watched it last
Oh,
week.
okay.
Just making sure.
Better. Much more important.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that guy's back!
What?
It's me not spoiling stuff.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Sorry, I sort of seem to have missed something important.
No, there's not. You didn't miss anything important. You just missed some bullshit.
So you were
Don't worry,
talking
my
about
dear.
Boba
I was
Fett?
talking about how, because you guys always talk about Boba, I have finally given in and paid
Yes.
for a month of Disney Plus because I want to see what all the hype is about for this show.
Don't blame us.
But then I will cancel
As
it
well.
immediately after that month is up. So
Yeah.
no loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're there, you might as well watch Encanto.
Really?
Like what?
Yeah.
The new
Encanto?
movie that came out, Encanto.
Yeah.
It's Pixar
is
or
it?
something.
It's another. Is it Pixar? It's either Pixar or I can't remember which. It's either
DreamWorks?
Disney. No, it's Disney. It's a Disney, so it's either Disney or it's actually Pixar. But in short, you've got a family in Colombia,
Mhm.
and they have the members of the family have like special powers that get given to them, depending
Yeah.
on what's needed for the benefit of their community. Only they get the powers,
Mhm.
and something happens,
Okay.
and it all goes off from there. I don't really want to spoil it, but if you've heard like the song "We Don't Talk About Bruno,"
Nope.
Okay.
you've heard that one. That's from
I don't talk
that
about
film.
that song. I don't know that one.
How's it called again, Flo?
We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Encanto. No, Encanto.
But the film is Encanto.
ENCANTO.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I get it.
Like
Thanks.
it's like enchantment.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
get it.
Yeah,
I
it
get
is
it.
the translation of the word enchanted.
I shall take a look.
I think it was done by.
Copy this says every penny that goes to Big Mouth brings them a penny closer to buying GW.
We will own all the nerds.
I'm not sure if that's a bad thing to happen.
It is. I'm
Marco
sure.
says no. Marco, you say that, but guess who owns your beloved Alien franchise?
Yes, I know. And I'm pissed.
You'll be very happy once they release something, and then they release like 15 more because they have the
You know,
money.
there's this TV series coming on.
I've heard of the TV series, yeah.
Yes, and I'm full of fear. There's not much confidence left after all this misses.
After like the misses of the recent movies, or what?
Yep. Exactly.
Actually, I was
There
just
have been
thinking
no
today
recent
about how
movies.
much Ridley Scott pisses me off. Apparently, I do
Yes.
this on a regular basis. I've talked about this
He's-
before.
He's so full of it.
Yeah, he really is.
I know best for all of the world. It is
Forever.
me, really.
I made one movie once, and then James Cameron came along and didn't make a better movie, but definitely like completely exploded the IP into much more than it is. Introduces the Alien Queen, and makes does as much for Alien as Ridley Scott did, and then like not paying any attention to the fact that Alien was pretty much created by Geiger, right? Like his sketches and everything.
Yep.
And yet it's Ridley Scott who's in charge. It's Ridley Scott who's the brilliant mind behind
Absolutely.
Alien. Like that's some
Just
bullshit.
like that. I mean, I really don't know why on Earth they didn't revitalize the original alien design from Prometheus and Covenant. I don't know.
Who was saying? No, didn't wait, we were talking to somebody and someone was saying that, was it Grim and Gribbly? That they tried to make the aliens for Prometheus more in line with the original, and then Ridley Scott changed it.
I said it. I actually had to talk on a Comic-Con convention here in Berlin.
Marco, we're looking at your crotch, eh?
I talked to the guy who was the head of special effects on Covenant.
Yeah, you said this.
Exactly, and he said publicly on stage that really didn't want it to be as biomechanical. He wanted it to be more flashy, because there were some original Giga sketches which showed the alien creatures all white and ghostly, like the beluga whale in underwater show.
Ooh, yeah.
Was the comparison they used, and they wanted to get the original sketches back to those beluga whales again.
Oh, I see.
That's what they aimed for, but yeah. Everybody wants the alien to look like it used to be in Alien back then.
I'm not minding it. Okay, yeah, but we could see your lovely ear.
I know. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good ear.
It's a good ear.
It's a beautiful ear.
Thanks. I have two.
The lobe, cartilage, divine.
It's good. Yeah, thank you. Everyone says so.
Oh my god.
I'm still painting the Gunbeast, and you know the 80-20 rule? Like 80% are like easy and breeze by and it's all fun.
Oh, you got through all the 80. Now
and the last 20% are like a slog.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
I usually feel it the other way around.
Don't worry, I tried to de-slog it for you, but I guess it didn't work. De-slugify.
We need a soundboard.
What?
For some of the time, we just need a soundboard so we can just hit a button for the sound effects. Like budum tuition.
My. And then have the audience from Price is Right going, oh.
I think we all should give Symbiote Joe a cheer for his ears.
Really?
For putting up with our shit?
No one says that. So nice things about his ears.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I think Symbiote Joe has one of the most beautiful ears on the internet.
Whoa.
I don't know that I've had a good enough look at Symbiote Joe's ears, but I've heard great things.
Oh, Jesus.
Too sexy?
Yeah, I know you to be about something completely different. I think I've told you about my my sculpting tools, and
once or twice.
I cannot get warm with the new one. I sometimes accidentally grab it, and it still feels weird.
Oh, this is the one you bought to replace the one that you didn't actually lose?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make this skinny dude fat.
Oh, I meant to say that I'm working. So yeah, this new old project that I started 10 years ago and I'm coming back to is based on this beautiful sketch by Bits of Box. I believe this was for a Tyrannid Malefactor, possibly. The only thing written on it is Monsieur. This was back on Warp Shadow days. And I think this was before we had a Turbogon. I think
Yeah.
we had rules for a Turvagon, but we didn't have a model for a Turvagon. So this was Box's solution for a Turvagon, but I wanted to adapt it to be like a Turvagon and a Tranifex together, where like it would generate the brood back here, and then it would suck the eggs in, and then it would wait, how would it work? There's something with the tail or something, and then birth it out through an opening in the chest. Or if this was a Tranifex, there would be a big honking gun sticking out of the chest here. But I just love this profile. And I started on it a long time ago. And I got as far as like making like custom little feet that went on the ends of the legs. But it didn't quite get there. So now I did sculpt this entire thing, which I'm very happy with. And all this under detail that I don't want to cover. But now I'm trying to make something different with it. Based on the Hive Fleet name that you all helped me come up with on one of these streams for my Hive Fleet. So now I'm Hive Fleet Angrboda, and this creature is going to be the titular Angrboda, who's the mother of monsters. So think of this whole thing as being basically like a big mobile. You know me and my love of like symbiotic wheelchairs, like the Dominatrix. This is all a big wheelchair for like a little organism in here, and the organism in here is meant to be like a larval version of a Norn Queen that survived the crash of a hive ship.
Wow,
So
that
it's
is
being
so fucking cool.
it's being
Honestly,
protected.
love it.
Thanks, man. It's being protected by this whole like wheelchair thing, and then it's like partially the guy in the front, but it's also these like kind of birthing organs in the back that are meant to be like part of the organism of the Norn Queen. And then the idea is it's going to
Yeah.
have these big shield arms, of course, to shield from the sides. But it's going to have a split arm, so one split is going to be for these covering back here, and the other split is going to be, one moment.
Are those parts from your Death Daisy?
No, they're not parts of my Death Daisy. No, I had to buy
Or-
I had to buy a second
Yeah, of course you did.
for Darth Bob's what the hell's that? For Darth Bob's Red Dragon, I had to buy a second Tranif
Yeah, of
site
course.
because I was using all my pieces for Death Daisy because I'm a good little boy. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was
you are.
using
The
all my
more you're
pieses.
trying to talk your way out.
Listen.
the
So
more
I
you're
bought a
getting
whole
in.
new one of these because I used one of these for one of Darth Bob's arms on the Red Dragon. I was like, that's beautiful. I got to do that again. Anyway, so I got those. But the other set of 4 arms is going to be holding these armor plates around in front to kind of protect the organism, and also with these angry spikes for shooting anybody who gets too close.
Yeah.
And in general, there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff up front here. I haven't really figured out how these are going to go on, but there's going to be a plate on either side protecting it and attacking anything that approaches with the spines. There's going to be a plate down here. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on, and I'm really jazzed about it. To be getting back to it, I think before I had like an actual. Oh, actually, Marco, this is the proto head for the for your Gunbeast.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't really see. Let me change my settings. So you know how you have the kind of like Demigorgon opening flower petal head thing?
Yep.
Well,
Working on it right now.
sec, let me show you something. If I can find some sticky tack.
The eyes. The eyes.
Yes.
So yeah, we've got. So this is the head. It's got the Carnifex eyes added to the Trigon eye, and then it's got like these kind of ocular organs in the front, and then it's got a mouth full of gun barrels. But the idea was, one moment, bear with.
Yep.
I'm just putting it together. Jesus, come on. So this was supposed to be like some kind of forward attack or forward weapon on a Tyrannifex.
Okay.
Like an acid spray or something like that, mounted in the mouth with the sensory organs. But so this was kind of what the head was supposed to look like. where it would have these like different mandibles that would open out from it to expose the sensory organs and the guns. And then if it wanted to, it could, if it was wading into fire, it could close up those plates. It's fully armored. So that's kind of like what yours does, Marco, except for it exposes its
Yeah, of
brain.
course.
So yeah, I really have to finish. I need to use this head on something else because I'm not going to be using it on this creature anymore.
But it's freaking amazing.
I was very
Totally.
happy. Thanks.
You should be.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Thank you.
I just love how you can. It almost feels like you should find a way to make those joints movable, so you could, display it opened or display it closed.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to do it is magnets, which I hate, or making two different heads. One open, one shut.
Did you ever think about using Lego joints?
Oh, I did not. That is a good
One
suggestion.
other- There would have been one other way, but
Yeah.
because you've already sculpted the head, is if you would before getting everything set together, drilling a hole through, getting the panel that's going to move in and out, and put a pin through it on
Yep.
the inside of the head, so the pin is stuck into place, but you can move that bit in and out. It's the only other way to do it.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
it's like
so
if
that's.
you,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like the Land Raider. You stick parts together,
Mhm.
but you leave other parts not stuck, so it can actually move the doors. So you can open the door and both of them move open and close at the same time.
Oh,
sort of
okay,
thing.
yeah.
Sonic, why do you hate magnets?
Because I think that I would never. I don't hate magnets, but like magnetizing, I think too many people put one magnet in, and the magnet's
Yep.
on the joint, so that the like arm will like swing back and forth, which I just think looks
Yep.
lame. And like if you move your
Yep.
model and like its arms jiggle, or, like its weapons jiggle.
Yeah, I see.
So if I were to magnetize, I would put a magnet and I'd put two pins. So that the
Okay,
pins
okay.
like line up the joint and then the magnet
Yeah.
holds it and then there's not as much motion.
I see. I get it.
I was about to say the master of magnets or of magnetization
Magneto?
is probably pissed right now.
Oh, because I hate magnets?
Yeah.
No, just I don't like how some people use them for magnetizing their models.
Yeah, and normally when people magnetize any models, they look like totally lame. It's just for gaming purposes, and these guys pretty much model for the opposite of what we do around here.
Yeah.
Because we model for awesomeness and like looking the coolest, and people who magnetize do it for the game only, and those models always tend to look lame, don't they?
Yeah. Sort of.
Well, yeah, the posing isn't the same. Let's say that.
Absolutely. The posing, for some reason, the posing tends to encourage static poses and boring poses, and this is of course not what we do around here.
Oh, that's why they always magnetize dreadnoughts.
Yes,
They're the most static pose you can think of.
and the easiest stuff to do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And magnetizing for the sake of storage. Like if
Yeah.
you've got wings on something, I can understand magnetizing for that.
Oh,
That's
I'm not
right.
saying you shouldn't magnetize. I'm just saying that if you're going to magnetize, I think you should magnetize smart. I think you should, like, I get it, the applications of it, and I think that with Tyranids, great models for magnetizing because there are so many options, and I've seen a lot of people do very creative ways of magnetizing their nids to be able to swap stuff out. I just think that you should think about posing the model with the magnets and make sure it has a good pose. Not like that its arms are just like sticking off at random angles, because you just swap them in, swap them out. Like, consider putting two little pins, lining them up, putting the magnet between them, so that when you put the arm on, like in this pose, it stays in that pose. It can't like turn this way, turn that way. I don't know. That's what I would recommend when you're magnetizing.
That's what I was about to get to with it at all. So I agree completely, because I was meaning like you're getting the wings on, you're going to magnetize it so the wings are going to be basically in one position, so you can
Mhm.
remove them in and out. Like for a Hive Tyrant, you have to put a pin through it as well, because otherwise, however strong magnets you're going to use, the wings are just going to fall down. They're going to just spin over and just look completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I think what some of the best magnets, if they were possible, would be ball jointed magnets
Mhm.
and socket ones. So you did pour in it further in, and you got the ball joints. You can actually position the arm more dynamically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
well,
only if only if that's actually possible to use. So you're just basically replacing part of the you're basically replacing the ball and the socket for another ball and socket, so you can at least give a bit more of a, I can't get the word for it, but a dynamism,
Yeah. Dynamism.
well,
action pose.
Yeah.
exactly what I tried with my Imperial Knights last year, because I was never interested in magnets at all, because it was always like I don't game enough to warrant it in any way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
And Imperial Knights, I always thought, well, I want to have cool poses, but then I thought, why not try magnets as well to see how different poses could be achieved with the same stock models. And I was interested to see how well it worked in the end.
But
Um,
with the
yeah.
knights, you have like the action toy of the models already. So you have like a pose and joins. I know you worked a lot on the joins for the whole thing to work, but it's easy to cover up those joins
I'm
than
I,
on,
I,
for
I-
example,
I'm,
the
a-
Space
I'm
Marine.
absolutely certain that 95% of the knights that are magnetized are still look like boring like shit. And I'm absolutely sure I could do the same with the tournament model, like I did with the knights. The
Yeah.
principle is same. You go for an interesting pose, you think about an interesting pose, and then you magnetize all your options to fit into this pose. And then you can have different ideas and different ways to do it. And it works just like I could do a Tyranid Warrior or a Hive Tyrant as I did on the Knights. It's just I feel
Mhm.
an approach which hasn't been done before. Like really, you
Yeah.
can have both worlds in this, but normally people who magnetize are people who play the game, and they don't care. They're not as ambitious as we are, and I think nobody has spent much time crossing both those worlds because it wasn't needed before. And I was interested in exploring exactly this kind of gap, and it
Yeah.
worked.
Makes sense.
Nice.
And I'm glad that you did, because your knights
Are nice.
are nice.
Some
Thank you.
nice
I've
nights.
I've just bought a fancy new lighting tent and a fancy new how do you say it? A rotating table. That's the word.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, people call it a lazy Susan,
lazy
but that's
Susan,
not
exactly.
that's like the
I
slang
just
term for it.
exactly just bought all the shit to do some proper pictures and do some proper videos for Instagram. But I just haven't got around again to actually doing those pictures. But I got it all here now because I
Good.
was never satisfied with my lighting setup before, and now it's all
Mhm.
good.
And of course, the joke with lazy Susan is like, "Who are you to call her lazy? You don't know what she's been through this week at work."
Nick?
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah.
You,
I
I
had an
think
episode.
I think we missed your point.
No,
Yes.
I'm glad. I'm glad you missed my point, because it wasn't a good one.
okay.
Talking
Well,
about Susan as if Susan's a real person, basically.
Yeah.
Lazy
Of course.
Susan, someone's name Susan.
Yeah.
You're calling her lazy.
So
How could you call her lazy?
It's lazy Karen.
There you go.
So floppy disk goes almost sounds like using magnets is attractive in some ways and repellent in others.
Took me way too long. Way too long. Who is that? How do I give them a reverse super chat?
That's
Oh,
floppy
mate.
disk.
Oh, floppy disk.
Amazing.
Floppy disk.
Yeah.
Can you if you're comfortable, can you? I don't know if you can send me a message on here. Is there an email thing on here? Can you email me or something, or send me a message on Instagram? And yeah, I'll send you a Creature Conference sticker, because that was amazing.
Ba-ba-ba-bam.
People, it's time to get funny, because
What?
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 Huh?
Because you're giving away stuff.
Well, I said I'd give away stuff last week. You know how many people emailed me? One.
Really?
One
Okay.
person. Oh, it's our birthday. We're going to be hobbits. We're going to give stuff away. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants our shit.
Okay. Do we even exist?
This sounds like some kind of German philosopher who I should know the name for immediately. Is this Nietzsche? Is this fatalism? What are we doing
I
here?
don't-
It is a very German thing.
Do we even exist?
Let's be dour for a while.
Are we just a Philanzimatrix?
Yeah.
People
I was
don't
just
believe in
asking
us.
myself if anyone is even listening to us.
I actually wondered if Flynn was here a second ago. I'm like, is Flynn still here?
Is
How's
there
it
a
going?
Flynn?
I
Or
just
do,
do Flynn stuff.
or do I imagine a Flynn? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's just an indication of how good this stream is. Go ahead, Flynn. What was that?
Pedro Navarro is here, Mr. Bugman.
Oh, Buggy Man!
Oh.
Buggy Man! Welcome, Buggy Man!
So
Old
he asked-
school, very old school.
So he asked earlier, is everyone excited about the incoming NIDS?
Oh, Pedro, you need to come to more of these streams, man.
We didn't talk about it today at all.
We've been there. We done talked about that.
Until we see something, we're not talking about them.
We actually, we actually like talked about it on 3 separate episodes, and I'm currently in the process of trying to edit them together into one episode. So, yeah, hang out, and you can just listen to it there.
But are we excited? Yes or no? Are we?
I think so. Any NIDS is good NIDS.
Yes.
Until they're horrible NIDS. Then they're bad NIDS. What the hell did I
I
just say?
was excited like a week ago, but shit got in the way, and yeah, now it's just
Back
let's
to being
see what
dour?
happens and when it happens.
Okay.
Waiting now there's no point for me. There's no point getting excited when we haven't seen anything yet to be excited about.
I think you could be excited about the fact that there is a Tyranid release that they've told us is coming. That's worth being excited about.
Well, I made a speech a couple of minutes ago against being black or white. In this case, I'm either excited or frightened, which is, yeah, I'm alive. Fuck, I'm alive. Woo!
Life is good. Life is
I think
good.
what my problem with Games Workshop is that I sometimes get news about releases, and then like a day later, the people start posting things about them, and I'm since I'm not following, since no real news are actually reaching me, I'm always surprised by things happening because I never see them coming, and
well,
it's a very-
Simon,
Yeah.
you're a lucky man because we're gonna help you see something coming tonight, aren't we, Flynn?
Yeah, are we going to do that?
Let's
Or-
do that.
Yeah, well,
Flynn, you here?
Yep.
Do I have to accept your stream request?
Let me get the stream request up first.
You didn't think we were gonna do it, did you? You thought
Oh,
that
no,
we'd
I've
gone
got
too
the
far
thing
down
here
the
ready.
bullshit hole.
so
He's like, man, these guys are miles away from what we wanted to talk about. This is not happening.
Yep.
Silly little Flynn. Always come back.
Oh no, it's
Yes.
more of I don't want my laptop to completely die halfway through waiting for it all.
That would be a problem. Watch a stream. Let's watch a stream. Everybody sit back, get your German tea of preference, and get ready to enjoy the ride.
Oh wait, I need new one.
With the one, the only, the hammer of the gods. Flynn Hammer.
Right, better.
Oh, okay, that's what I wanted.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
God, how do I make these things bigger?
That's what she said.
Oh, you're the worst. Fucking worst. I don't know if that's legible. I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm like looking at a screen, trying to make some legs. Ooh, that looks a little bit crunchy, but it's not
wait.
bad. It's not bad. Make it a little bigger, because what the hell? Let's play with fire.
That's a Dark Eldar with a white weapon.
What was that?
Say that.
I said that's a Dark Eldar with a white weapon.
Yo, what happened? Flynn, what did you do? You just made it smaller. It was big.
I didn't do anything.
What the?
That's
It's all
what he
your
said.
fault.
I've just got it
you
showing
do
the.
something. No, you just when you move your mouse, it flips to a different screen momentarily. It zooms out.
Oh, strange. All right, I'm just gonna stay on. I'm on them.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. Hey, Simon, guess what?
What?
Eldar Corsairs are coming.
Oh Jesus!
Didn't
As an
want you to feel
army?
left out. Didn't
As
wanna
a
make
As
sure
an
kill
you-
team.
army or kill team?
Kill
Kill team.
team.
Okay.
But with proper rules.
Fuck's sake. Sorry.
Yeah,
continue.
I was about to say that looks like the Dark Eldar with a white weapon.
Yep. So it's not Dark Eldar. It's Corsair.
Yeah, got that from the pirate dude,
Yeah. So
Who-
yeah, these are the new Corsairs.
who's weirdly missing a parrot.
Don't worry, the other guy's got a pyramid.
Oh,
Do you want to see the parrot?
Yeah. I
didn't
just
we
wanna
have
show
the
him
parrot
pyramid.
the other week?
Yeah, we did. They
They
us
showed
just the
one
parrot
model.
before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, these are the Corsairs. They're going to be a kill team. There are 10 models. I'm pretty sure. And they definitely pick up on the kind of piratey theme. Oh, this is my least favorite one. The one that is in front of Pirate Man. The get your Eldar seeing stones. Get your medallions of fortunes unraveling. Get your. She looks like she's hawking
geez.
Eldar. She looks like she's hawking Eldar souvenirs.
Oh,
I get a
geez.
completely different impression of it. I get the more of like, have you seen the blue version of this one? I'm looking for that one.
I like that too. I like
So
that
that's
too.
the stamp trader.
Sorry?
So that's the stamp trader.
Yep.
I'm collecting stamps and I would like to have another one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Well,
the guy in the back is the one we saw last time. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but the one up front is that I cannot see it. Is it an octopus in its right hand or
No, it's more of the stamps.
Or necklaces.
more neck? Oh Jesus. Okay.
You're selling necklaces.
Okay. Good. Well, for her apparently.
What else we got, Flynn?
Next one.
Oh Jesus, I'm underwhelmed by that. Sorry, but
I like the sniper. I don't like the dude with the two guns because the guns look too big.
And the one bit is we know they're going to have multiple options on each of the people because it's a kill team box, and it's going to be along the same lines as what they did with the York Commandos, the Death Corps of Krieg, the Sisters of Battle Noviots, or whatever they called them. They're all got
Shits.
multiple. Yeah, that's the one. They've all
Yeah.
got multiple options, just like they did with the new Rangers and stuff. They've all got multiple options. So we're going to have multiple options for these guys. I think it shows it in the article below, because I know the gunner gets multiple options, and the other ones, some of them have other options, but they're not showing all of them, I think, here.
Oh.
So it's a whole, when the sprue comes out, you'll see everything.
Yeah, because the gunner can have a D cannon or a shuriken cannon, I think.
Yeah.
I like that funky hair that gives
Yep.
some of that.
Flynn, can you
old
scroll
vibe.
up to the scroll and go through the rest? So here we've got Reject Farseer, who flunked out of Farseer school. Wait, go back.
Wait. Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, there we go.
So we've got Reject Farseer, who flunked out of Farseer school and could only get a job with the Exodites. And then we got, I'm really going to shoot this super powerful blaster right into the ground guy behind. He's kind of cool.
That's a cool pose, but it looks stupid.
He's still cool. I like the color schemes on them because, of course, I love teal. You know that.
I'd give him the sniper rifle,
Yeah.
because then it would work.
I think
Well,
the
put it-
Farseer is
put it-
neat. It's like different from what I normally expect. Not as much robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ties him in nicely.
Nah, then we've got the last two here.
Ooh. And the best model of the kit that everyone's definitely going to want.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Yeah.
Creepy note-based dude with 2 knives.
Huh. And 2 knives crossed above his crotch. Because if he loses the first 2, he still has more.
Simon, literally,
Yes.
when
Yeah,
I saw
sorry.
that model, my first thought was, Jesus Christ, they stole Simon's idea. Because do you remember when you and I were driving back from New York City, and I was asking you, I want to have Dark Eldar warriors, but I want to make them look like hunters. And
Yeah.
you said to me, you're like, put their guns on their back and give them knives.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? That is such a good idea. And that's what I did. So thank you.
You're welcome. Apparently Games Workshop still has that little worm in my head.
Yeah.
Too bad.
But I love that dude. The heavy gunner guy's okay. I like that they've got the like veins on their back. They're like Eldar veins that go up.
Yeah.
Are those really the last 2, Flynn? I thought we missed 2. Can you go?
James Milner says the Blade Dude has the Spider Jump Pack.
Oh yeah, he does. You're right.
Oh, he certainly has.
See? Yeah.
Yep.
I went to the bigger one to see.
He does.
So all the Eldar go exciting.
Yeah, and he's got knives and a jump pack. That's wicked.
My takeaway from this is everyone's been complaining about the new Eldar models being like so similar to what's already been released.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, they'd want them to be more like the Corsairs. But you never see people complain about when the last like 20 years, Space Marines, they've been in the same armor, but they've just given them different weapons. No one really complains about
So,
all the other
Flynn, what
stuff.
you've identified there is that people who play Xenos armies actually have taste, and people who play Space Marine armies do not.
Yeah, but the other bit I was gonna say is, with the Eldar, they don't have other like they don't got like different weapon aspects. As in like the aspect warriors that they haven't got out yet. They've got Phoenix Laws they haven't made, but they haven't got any other aspect warriors.
They could always
haven't done
introduce an aspect warrior, like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
There's nothing
but
stopping them.
But with the armor and everything else, is because it's the armor that's passed down from warrior to warrior, with the spirit stones all in there. So it's like if you change the armor too much, you have to then change the lore for why all of a sudden they're going to have different brand new armor that they haven't used before for like a scorpion or a banshee
No. I would say that if Games Workshop decides to redesign Scorpion armor, congratulations. Striking Scorpions have always had armor that looks like this. What? You remember different armor? I don't know what you're talking about.
You are absolutely right.
Like, sure, they had to make up a reason for Primaris, but that's just because Space Marine people have no taste and they don't understand when lines are redesigned. Like, I guess you could say that the Tyranid line, when it's redesigned, is not suspicious because they're supposed to be evolving, but like, I don't think they need an explanation every time they redesign a line.
Like that. But even if they did this with the Guardians, just like the armor plating like this, that would have worked really well.
Yeah.
And then they try and base everything off from there because obviously.
Well, yeah, but then you wouldn't have Corsairs. Like, these things are their own things now, which is kind of cool. And like, if you're like, man, I wish those Guardians were more like Corsairs, just buy some fucking Corsairs.
Exactly.
In fact, buy some fucking Corsairs, buy some Dark Eldar, and buy some Guardians, and mix them all together. Make 3 different squads, mixing them all up.
What's kind of bothering me here is that they're sort of differentiating different lines. So you have like now those streamlined armies, and you have those that are like really random. Like the Corsairs they sort of have like a unified look, but they
Yeah.
put much effort into making each one individual because it's
Yeah.
a kill team. That kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
But I think the biggest problem or the most suffering from that are the Harlequins, because each Harlequin should have a different task and have a different character,
Yeah.
but they still look all the same and they look unified. With
I
Space
wouldn't
Marines,
say they look
Imperial
too
Guard,
unified, but yeah. Go ahead.
I think with Space Marines, no one cares about unification because that's what they're supposed to look like. But yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going with this, and I've just squeezed my finger into what I've been sculpting, and it could just bite my ass.
Have more beer.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't open the one I got.
Do it now.
Yeah. Well, I like what they're doing with the Corsairs there. I think that's cool that they're diving into new directions, and every improvement is improvement, no matter how much of an improvement it is.
Get more beer now.
Uh,
I like that they're so boldly 80s. Like,
yeah.
well, it is nostalgia bait. Of course it is, but it's done in such a bold way that I think, okay, do it. It's fun. It's good. It's not streamlined. It's bold. It's outrageous. It's not 2022 like the haircuts and stuff. It's okay. It's fun.
Eldar, are an old race. They like old people do. They live in the past.
They are from the 80s. They are so old. They grew up in the 80s, just like me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're welcome. I thought we talked about how old you are already. So
Yes,
Oh.
from time to time.
Sorry, I had to step away momentarily because Amazon just dropped off a package, and I just ordered my McFarlane Gene Stealer this week, so I was wondering if that was my package, but
And
Ooh.
it was not. It was something for Nora. Sadness.
shit,
Hopefully by next week I'll
shit.
have it, so we can look at it. But I'm assuming everyone will have it by next week because people have already started receiving them, which is kind of crazy because like McFarlane's just selling them on their own, and I don't think Games Workshop has done a thing yet where it's like, oh, pre-order the Gene Stealer, it comes in next week. So clearly they're just getting their supplies from McFarlane at the same time Amazon is or something.
Nothing's been on the thing. I'm waiting for it to go onto Games Workshop site just so I know it's actually available in the UK. Unless they're waiting for it to be available in the UK, but I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of people have posted them. I know that the legendary Sherman Bishop has one, and Sherman lives in the US.
Oh yeah.
There was someone else who already repainted one, but I wasn't sure where they were from.
But yeah, Sherman's legendary. He can do whatever he wants.
Exactly like Ben Time.
Yep. So, Nick,
are we
you
finished talking about the pirates? Like,
yeah, but now I want to know what you're eating.
sorry,
There's
cheesies.
nothing really much about the pirates now.
Cheesies? What is cheesies?
I think it's
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Crunchy. They look
Is
like
it
this. It's made of like corn, so they're
Okay.
crispy, and they've got a bright. You can't really see the color that well. It's like a violently orange coating
Yes.
on them, which is cheese.
Yes.
Pseudo supposed cheese, and they're good
Yes.
times.
And do they build muscles? Do they make it efficient?
I wouldn't say they're efficient. They are tasty.
Not German though. Oh, sorry. It needs needs to make it efficient.
I think it sort of makes him happy.
Yeah, but happy. Well,
Oh
happy.
Yeah,
shit!
I know.
Symbio Joe's
Happy is
leaving.
not
Guys, Symbio Joe's
Happy-
leaving.
happy
Oh,
is not the
good
German
night.
way.
Good night, Symbio.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Oh, when Symbio Joe's leaving, that means that we're around 12. Oh yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, quarter to 12. Time for
Yeah,
me
we
to
should
go.
probably call it soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this bit of the stream off now because
And I still haven't
thanks.
finished the Gunbeast yet.
Boom, 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 boom.
And I still haven't finished my legs and arms for my Mother of Monsters.
And I still haven't finished the fat dude I'm modeling right now.
We all sound so negative today.
Yeah,
It's a
we-
long
Bad
one.
dude for.
It's a long winter.
yeah. The fat dude is for my sludge army.
Oh, okay, right. I think you said that.
So I have the idea that all my leading, so my unit leaders and my
Yeah.
general are like super massive dudes
Cool.
because it kind of feels like, you know, I'm all about contrast, and
And the guys are so
they-
skinny.
yeah, the others are so skinny, and this world is, you know, where resources are rare, and everyone's fighting for the last bite. If you're in charge, you're able to eat, and therefore they're fat. Like, I want the chef to be grotesquely fat.
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get some Jabba vibes for him.
Will he be
And have-
carried around by skinny guys?
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah. And it's surprisingly how shall I put it? Liberating, because normally I'm trying to, you know, keep in with certain style or you know, good aesthetics.
Yep.
And this time it's just about, you know, make him fat, make him ugly. And I can understand why so many people are into Nurgle, because that's, you know,
Yep.
that's
Ugly is easy. Ugly
Yeah,
is easy and fun.
yeah, ugly is easy, and it's good plague you know, plague cleaner. So
There was
he's
someone
fat.
this week, I can't remember who it was, who took one of the really skinny vampire count models and made it into a Nurgle sorcerer, and it looked amazing.
Yeah, bits boxer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was crazily good. That was amazingly good.
Yeah. I think I've reached the hungry part of the evening.
Yeah.
What's so funny is that, or no, it's not very funny, but what I've recently thought about was
Yeah.
how Nurgle. So I like doing things just the other way around as they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And I recently thought about skinny Nurgles,
Yep.
and then Bits Boxer came up with his skinny Nurgle sorcerer, and I was like, damn it.
Well, you can both have the same idea.
Yes, we probably can, but yeah,
Damn it.
he beat me to it.
Well, Poxwalkers are kind of skinny, but they've got like beer bellies.
Pot bellies.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're pretty
Yep.
skinny.
Dead bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine is thinking about how to incorporate female Space Marines into his Nurgle army.
Oh.
And yeah, so we were discussing how his how to translate, you know, make it not obvious but seeable that it's not, you know, just another bloated Space Marine, but
Yeah.
a
But a
bloated
lady?
female Marine. Yeah.
Interesting. Did you
And,
come up with any
that-
really good ideas?
Yeah, I suggested to make it, you know, really skinny.
Yep.
So to go like a different approach, a different route.
Yep.
And yeah, he's going to give it a try, and I'm really looking forward to see how it's going to work.
Oh, kid time.
Telephone.
Xenon, she calls.
Yes.
Hello. I am calling from the well.
I love you, German.
From beyond time. Speaking of time, it is time for you to take the children.
And eat them. Finally.
No, not yet. They are so sweet, but one day they will be eaten. Not today, but soon.
Yes. We shall be the Moloch and eat the children everywhere.
My mother, she hears me say, "Oh, my children, I think they are so sweet," and she thinks I mean nice, but I mean they look delicious.
Yes. Tasty morsels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this Gunbeast is really killing me. But
Ha ha! You thought it was a gift. It was a curse.
yes, it was much harder and more work than I thought it would be, but only the legs left to do. Then it's finished.
Fantastic.
And I am really happy about it. It was a struggle. It was really a struggle in many
Yep.
ways.
I don't doubt it.
But it's gonna look great in the end. I'm really proud.
As you should be. Like I want to see like some good close-up pictures of it because we've only seen like the little ones on here.
Yes, I shall. I bought the new lighting setup for a reason.
Right? You said? Yeah. Amazing. Oh, and you know how like there's always the joke about like the fifth member and my shitty computer setup? I finally got a new computer. I'm not using it. I'm not using it for the stream. I want to use it for like no, that would be silly. I want to use it for like video editing and stuff like that. Because this computer that I'm streaming on technically still works, and I want to ride it into the ground. So yeah, I guess not really worth mentioning because it's not going to improve the stream at all. But yeah, just like cause for like graphic design stuff that I do for my hobby stuff.
Okay.
This computer that I run the stream off of has got it's been like dying for a while, so it doesn't really run my Creative Studio, which is stupid because I'm paying for Creative Studio. So I needed to get a different computer to do that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I've had this computer since 2012 or 2013, so I think it's probably time to have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yesterday on my PC, the BIOS mainboard battery died on me,
Oh god.
which is a sure sign to say buy a new one.
Oh wait, I have news about something else that died. I think my air compressor died for my airbrush.
Okay.
I like had it yesterday, and I foolishly had left it like on or something, and it was unplugged. So then I plugged it in while it was on, and I was like, oh shit. So I turned it off, attached my airbrush, went to turn it on, and nothing happened. And like tried unplugging it, plugging into a different plug, turned it on, nothing happened.
Okay.
Tried switching to another plug, I'm like, oh fuck. So I think that it died on me, but
No.
which means I'll never paint anything again. Sorry guys.
I don't think so.
But fortunately there's a store near me that's like a model train kind of store, like tanks and like tanks and planes. So there's a guy there who knows a lot about airbrushes. So I figured I'd take him to him and see if he has any suggestions. We'll see.
I was about to say that's always dangerous. But on the other side, how often do you need an airbrush?
Well, anytime I paint.
Okay.
I can do my base coats with it.
Like twice a year?
No, I want to paint more, you jackass.
Well, he has a point.
He does.
You're famous for lots of things, but painting is...
You asshole. I saw it coming a mile away.
What?
Your joke. Famous for a lot of things, but painting is not one of them. I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, I'm famous for a lot of things, but keeping my shit together is not one of them. Where's
Oh,
this
come
fucking...
on. Oh, no. Oh my. Speaking of not keeping my shit together. Oh, well, it's gone now.
Shit. Oh, there. There you go.
You keep your shit together. You just need a deadline.
Yeah.
And you get your shit together real quick to meet that deadline.
I should give you one on the Night Titan bioweapon.
Yes, please. Put
I have
more
a
pressure
deadline.
on my life.
There's some expression, like a project without a deadline is, I don't know. Can't remember
Yeah,
what
it's
it is.
true. It is true.
But I understand. I'm the same way. I need deadlines. So when people are like, "Oh yeah, you can do this commission for me. Take as long as you want," I'm like, "You do not know what you've just done." "Oh yeah, no rush. Anytime." "Oh, you don't know what fate you've just entered into."
Fuck.
Are you okay, Simon?
Okay, I'm not... Sorry. Yeah, I just dropped that head and I'm...
No.
Yeah, I found it and I'm sort of in a rush. I feel like I'm over I might be overstressing it a
Yeah.
bit because tomorrow is going to be early and long.
Oh, because of the tree?
Yeah, and my wife's sister's birthday.
No, so sorry for you.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, that's tough.
So family and chopping down that tree.
Oh,
And
God.
that's
Wait, is the birthday at your house?
no, luckily not.
Oh, thank God.
But we need to drive there and
Yeah.
birthday and then drive back and then tree and blah.
Fun, 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 fun. Sleep.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, this dude is going to look so ridiculous.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, same here, same here. Gunbeast, Gunbeast, Gunbeast. I think 1 week, then it's done.
Good. Happy to hear it.
Gunbeast,
Look at
Gunbeast,
him. Can you see him?
Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Is he the fattest?
No, he's not the fattest.
Okay, I was gonna say I think you can go fatter.
Yeah,
The Gunbeast is fatter than him, I'm sure.
he's still walking, but I like where this is going.
Good. Glad it could
Okay.
bring you some joy.
Okay,
Yeah.
now me, take a look. Gunbeast.
Ooh.
Nice.
Looking good so far.
Gunbeast. I like the barrel especially with the icky juices
Hey, wait,
collecting at the bottom.
didn't Bargaze say that we should do the next stream about sculpting sphincters? And I was gonna say I did a sphincter on the Gunbeast on the barrel.
Absolutely. You're the sphincter expert, not me.
Yeah, I made sure to check with you how much. That was when I learned your love of sphincters.
Absolutely.
Because I was like, guys, do you think these barrels should be open or they should have a sphincter in them? And you were like, sphincter.
Of course, you should do more of them. You would be much more successful if you did more sphincters.
Didn't we? We had a stream. I did it on stream, and I think people were making jokes about the Eye of Sauron. Because my work on the sphincter was reminiscent. What's that, Flint?
Maybe it should be for the next German sculpt off.
No, I don't think anyone wants to watch us sculpt sphincters.
First off, we should really dig out the old Advanced Space Crusade original card, which said sphincter on it. Because
True.
I'm sure there's a text on it which is really quotable.
Well, you're the one who's closest to that. Huh?
Wow.
I said you can do that. Go help yourself.
The thing is, in our spacious home, I have a room which is called the box room, in which I only store boxes. It's not a joke. I have a room.
Oh, I'm not laughing because I think it's a joke. I'm laughing because it's hilarious.
Yeah, and in this room of boxes, all my old nostalgic 40k stuff is stored somewhere.
Okay, so
boxes. And
you are one step up from me because I never owned Advanced Space Crusade. I've never seen it. I've never touched it. So you definitely have to go find it for us.
Yes, I think I have to. And take a photo of the sphincter card.
Yes.
That's your homework for next weekend.
We would all be that's a whole home week for a whole week.
Yeah. And
hey, tell you what,
off, guys, I wish you a good night.
Simon, I wish you a better day tomorrow than today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I
Have
agree.
a good one, guys.
You too, buddy.
Go home for a ride.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, you stuck with us to the end.
Well, is it the end?
I think it's probably getting close to the end. I
I
am
think
very
so.
helpfully wrapping wire around my armatures so that I can put putty on them and it'll actually stick to something. Very riveting stuff. I still don't think these legs are going to work, but that's what I thought about the legs on Marco's Gunbeast, and well, made that work, so hopefully
More
this
or
works.
less. More or less, I say.
More or less.
It's the last thing to paint for me, so the legs are not my friend yet.
Oh,
But they
okay.
shall be.
Well, I hope so.
We shall become friends, big ones. No, the legs are awesome.
Oh, thanks, but you might not think so once you have to paint them.
Well, it's the final stretch, so I'm helpful. It's gonna be much more fun to paint. Thing is, the carapace is the most work, so all the other
Right.
parts are much more fun. So the
But
legs
isn't
are
there
okay.
still a bunch of carapace on the legs?
Just the thighs.
Oh, okay.
This
Good.
is okay. This is
Good.
gonna be very doable.
Good.
And the flesh parts are always a big challenge, but I'm getting better at them again.
Good. Ow. Stabbed myself. That was good.
It's good. So
Whatever.
stabbing yourself is good, yeah?
A little bit of blood. Got to sacrifice, you know?
It's good. Stab
This
yourself.
has just become a corn project.
Yeah, so Flynn is our real Tyrant hero for the week because
Yeah.
he managed the cloak and dagger operation of securing the sport chimney for us all.
Us all? Are you going to put it as the... is that going to be your wheel on the yacht? And that's how we'll all enjoy it? You'll take us to the captain's
It's
cabin
gonna
and be
go
like...
straight to the recaster, and we can all buy sport chimneys again.
I didn't know if you wanted to mention that on stream, but okay.
We're still on stream.
Yeah.
Nobody hurt me! Woo!
Cut this bit. We should cut this bit.
What the hell? Did you think it's because I said that he was with us right to the end?
Cut it right now.
It's live, buddy. Special extra bonus for people who stayed to the end. Oh wow, I'm actually okay. So I'm getting blood on this now, so I think I
Is
need to
anybody
stop.
still listening? I don't know.
No, clearly
Those
not.
6 other people.
Someone just tuned in.
Okay, as I'm literally bleeding on this model right now, and I don't know how entertaining this stream has been for all of you. If it has been entertaining, please let us know in the chat. Whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching it recorded, hopefully there was something of value, because I feel like we didn't get into very much.
Nope.
But yeah, we'll be back next week. Same bug time, same bug channel. Yes, thank you, Flynn. Please like, subscribe, press the notification bell so that you can be notified of the next time I'm going to bleed all over a model. And yeah, we'll see you next Friday at this time when hopefully I'll have the new McFarlane Gene Stealer to have a look at up close. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yep.
So thank you, Flynn. Thank you, Marco. Hi, Fleet Moloch. Thanks also to Simon, who had to leave a little earlier. And thank you to everyone in the chat. You folks bring a lot of love and interesting stuff to this stream as well. We really appreciate it. Oh, so, and with that, I bid you good night. Say good night, Marco.
Well, what? Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.
Unless, do you have something else you need to say?
No. Are we still on stream or are we finished?
We're still streaming. Did I tell you when you
Bye.
stop streaming?
I
Say
don't-
good night,
They
Flynn.
don't, man. I don't
I-
know what's happening.
Say good night, Flynn.
Night, night.
Okay. Good night
Bye.
to everyone in the chat. I will take this old man and I will put him to bed. Stopping the stream in 3.